hello, and this is Jessica Potts. Most of you know Jessica. Jessica is the director of the Martin County Alliance, and we're here today to talk about the Alliance, but for the most part to focus on the CEO program that right now they're in the middle of trying to get it implemented and to trying to get the investors. So there's a big push for that. So we'll focus on that. But Jessica, it has been quite a year for the Alliance. Tell us some of the highlights.
Oh goodness. So we started off the year finishing the mural project with the Shoals High School art class, which was huge. It was a great quality of place initiative. We've also, we funded a shelter house project through a crowdfunding grant called Through Patronicity. We started that that campaign on October 7th, the same day as Hindoston Days, and we raised $3,000 at the event, and then the other $37,000 came in a week later, so it was crazy.
That's amazing. The other $37,000 came in a week later.
Yeah,
everybody's watching that, and hey, we're here. We got it, folks. Thank you so much. And the latest on that project?
We received word this morning that it's going to be funded. We have to do some work on our end, just some administration work, and then send in the paperwork, and then the funds should be coming to Martin County, and then we're waiting on DNR to get our build permit out to us. So hopefully construction will be starting on that project in early spring.
Yeah, so it's going to be a reality.
It's going to be a reality.
All
it's
right.
going to be something we can feel, see, and touch.
Yeah, so it's Martin County Alliance for Growth. So there's been some growth, and particularly recently we've seen growth in area businesses.
Yes, yeah, we've had quite the ribbon cuttings this past month. We had the new Casa Sevilla Mexican restaurant open in Shoals about a month ago. Yeah. 2 weeks ago was H&H Hardware. And then we have the grand opening of Martin County Urgent Care coming next week. So.
Yeah, looking forward to that. December 11th is when they open. I'm not sure.
Yes,
is
that's
when
grand opening at 10 a.m. Everyone's invited.
Okay, so that's within a week now.
Yes,
so we're
looking
forward to that. All right, so those are all challenges. Challenges met.
Yes.
You've got one right now that you're trying to meet, but it's urgent in regards to the timing. And we're talking about the CEO program for the Martin County schools, which we'll get into with Jessica as to what it is, why it's important. The investors are needed, and that's going to be the focus of this conversation because there is a timeline. So we'll get into all of that. But let's just start with the basics. When I say the CEO program for the schools, what is CEO?
So like anything else, it's an acronym.
Right, for Chief Executive Officer. Yeah, not this time, though.
No, it is actually creating entrepreneurial opportunities. Okay. So it's a class that will be offered to all Martin County students, even those students that are juniors and seniors. They can even be homeschooled students. So students that are in Martin County that maybe are homeschooled, or Shoals and Lagodi. These kids will meet every day for 90 minutes. So part of the class is you go out and you learn about the businesses in Martin County or even surrounding counties. It's an initiative to keep our youth, to create the opportunity for them here and make them aware of the opportunity that's available to them here at home. It's more of a retention of our future. You know, I feel like so many kids in Martin County, they graduate, they go to the nice big cities that have more things to do, and they don't come back. So this is an opportunity to get those kids out, learn about all the businesses that are here. They meet 90 minutes a day, and then they will also, as part of the class, they have to create a business plan. So they'll meet with local bankers. They'll create a business plan. They create their own business where they either offer a service or they sell a good. And at the end of every year, they have a trade show as part of like their fundraiser to keep the class going, and the community can come out and support these kids at their trade show.
And do you know how many kids would be involved initially in a class?
So I think the opening class, I think it's around 20 students. There's a max of 20 students.
Between the two schools?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So you're looking for, and I assume the student is looking for, the person that you're looking for is somebody who's interested in business, who's interested in entrepreneurial activities, right? And maybe...
or even the kid that doesn't know what they want to do, you know?
Yeah, because this may be it.
Absolutely. You never know what's out. I mean, being in this role the last 15 months, I'm mind blown at the things that are happening. I mean, from Crane to even our entrepreneurs, like they're working on defense contracts. We have a print shop that's awesome in Martin County. That's unreal. That's out in the middle of nowhere, you know? And then we have so many smaller manufacturers that are doing big things that people have no idea about.
And when you think about the students, one of the advantages to me would be the resume, you know, and to be able to go out and learn the business, learn the work ethics and those sort of things. I'm somewhat familiar with the Davis County CEO program, so I know we've got surrounding counties that are doing it. So it's important for Martin County to be involved as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And everyone that knows about the Davies County program, we've at our steering committee meetings, we've had lunch and learns with community leaders, and we've actually had Joe Cummings, the Davies County CEO, teacher, come over and just share their experiences. And the best part about this class, it's not for the A and B student, and the kids that struggle and don't like school, they can apply too. So it's a great opportunity for everybody.
So there will be, at the given time, an application, and there will be a teacher. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
So before anything goes, you've got to have somebody who's willing to come in and be a teacher. There's funds that will have to be allocated for that. And if everything goes well, you'd like to have that teacher involved by when?
I believe so. The Midland Institute has a schedule of events on how they want us to do things. So we have to have the funds by December 15th, and I believe they will start hiring for the teacher in the spring.
So
around
Midland
March.
hires the teacher, right?
No, I believe the board of directors
board of
will
directors.
be
Okay.
hiring the teacher. So the teacher will be from here or in the surrounding area. So like the community will have a say in who's teaching the class.
Okay. You talk about Midland Institute because they're very important in this process. Why?
They are the group that houses all the curriculum. They have the curriculum, and they're basically walking the community through what this project looks like.
Is this a state initiative?
No,
Not at all?
I don't know.
Do you know if most counties have this initiative, or is it something that is somewhat rare and unique to this community?
No, I mean, there's several in Indiana. I know Knox County has a very successful one. I know Davies County has one. A lot of them are up north. The CEO program is up in the northern part of the state. But it was actually created in Effingham, Illinois back in 2008.
Okay.
A little farming community
Yeah.
just like Martin County. They realized that a lot of their youth was leaving and never coming back. So they're like, what can we do? And it's the stories, if you go on to midlandinstitute.com and you check out all the stories, and they have videos, it's amazing. It's really neat watching the Davies County ones because you have these kids that are like, we had no idea this was an opportunity. I wanted to get into design, and now I'm designing, cabinets for a cabinet factory, or, there's just there's so many opportunities out there for people, and you have these entrepreneurs who are looking for the talent to expand their business, and they just don't have the talent. So, putting these kids and then thinking, oh, I want to be an interior designer when I grow up. I can't do that in Martin County and make a living.
Yes, you can.
Well, yeah, absolutely you can. Look at all the cabinet factories
Yeah.
we have. So, yeah.
All right, so let's get down to business here. For this to happen, you need funding.
Absolutely.
And you've got a goal, and you're well on your way to the goal, but there's a timeline.
Right.
Can you catch us up as to what is needed, and maybe what is needed per donor, I guess, and the timelines? Because
Yes.
I know this is a challenge for you.
Yes, it is. So we are 80% of the way there. We are down to needing 7 more investors. So what we're looking for right now is, so we're raising the teacher salary right now is what we're doing.
Okay.
So the program is very unique in the aspect that it has to be funded by the community. Our schools have been like, we've had people on our school board be like, can we give you guys money? Well, no, they can't, because
can't, okay.
it's supposed to be free to the school, free to the student.
But
So
they want
this-
that community buy-in.
They want the community buy-in, absolutely. So right now, we are looking for investors to pledge $1,000 per year for the next 3 years.
Okay. And where are you on that?
So as of this morning, we were down to 7. We need 7 more. We've raised around, so the initial curriculum was $35,000. So we had businesses and we had our county commissioners have put in funding for that. So we have $35,000 secured for the curriculum for the class for the next 3 years. Now we are just needing 35 more, or we need 7 more investors. And we can go over too. So the goal is to have 35 to 50 investors is the goal for Midland Institute. But at this point, if we have 35, we can go live with this program in August of 2024.
Okay, so this is being recorded on December 6th, and the deadline that they've given you is what?
Next Friday, December 15th.
To come up with the remaining 7 investors
Yes.
or addition. So it is let's make sure we're clear on this. The investor would be putting forth $1,000
Yes.
each
Yes.
year over the next 3 years.
Yes. That's part of the curriculum. The program has to be implemented for the next 3 years into the program. They say after that, it proves its value to the community.
Okay. And to the investor, what would you say is the advantage for the investor?
I mean, you're helping the youth in Martin County. You're helping the future of Martin County.
You're helping Martin County.
Absolutely, you are helping Martin County. We've had a declining population for a while, and it's just it's doing so many things for the youth, and it's helping the businesses too. The businesses, who's not hiring right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just showing people the opportunity that's available to them right here at home.
All right, so you want to apply. How do you apply?
So Martin County Alliance, we are the fiscal sponsor. The Alliance gets none of that money. So in order for this program to work, the money has to flow through a non-for-profit, and the Martin County Alliance is a 501c3. So you can write your checks to Martin County Alliance, and in the memo put for the CEO program. We also have a pledge form that you can fill out. If you're interested, you can contact the Alliance by calling 812-295-4800, or by email. We can always email you a pledge form and just contact Martin County Alliance at martincountyalliance.org.
And I think you said, too, we could probably get a link out there to the application as well, maybe even to this page if we're able to do that.
Absolutely.
But it's very important for the investors to know that they don't have to have all those funds at one time.
No.
They're just asking that you're pledging to support the program in that amount, the $3,000 total, $1,000 over the next 3 years.
Yes.
Fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. And the class of 1976, I know they have
came
pledged.
through,
Yeah.
yes.
So we need to get other school. You've only got 7 more. So if we can get other classes to do that.
It could be groups of people. It
Right.
could be non-for-profits. It could be churches. It could be
Individuals.
classes, individuals, absolute businesses. Absolutely, it can be anybody.
But 28 of the 35 you've met, but the 7 remaining have to be in the next week and a half.
Yes. Yes.
So that's the challenge, and we'll see if we can live up to that. It is a terrific program. It is important. I know a little bit about this, and I know again that the goal is to keep our people in Martin County. Not only that, but to grow Martin County, because some of these people will have businesses themselves, I guarantee you. If this doesn't happen, well, let's go back, because it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
But when it happens, the implementation of the class would be when?
August of 2024.
So the fall semester?
Yes. Yeah, the next semester, these kids will be able to apply and be accepted into the CEO program. The first ever Martin County CEO program, so that's pretty cool.
So would these kids be, if it's 20, would these kids be the same 20 for 3 consecutive years, or is it every year there's a different group?
So every year it's a different group. So if you take the course as a junior, you cannot take it as a senior. It's a one-year class.
And can it be freshman through senior, or what is the criteria?
Just juniors and
Just
seniors.
juniors and seniors,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Yes, the kids that are getting ready to go off and figure out what they want to do in the world.
Yeah, it's very, very neat. And, I know that there's all kinds of things going on that need funding, I guess. But when you're looking for the growth of Martin County, I don't know what could be more.
You've got to start with the youth.
Yeah.
You've got to.
It's easier
to
with the
retain
youth.
who we have here than trying to get more people to move here, which we need to do that too.
Right.
But it's easier if we're retaining what we're raising.
So what else do we need to harp on here to see if we can get this goal
Support
met?
this program. Let's finish this. Let's get this last 7 investors and end the year on a high note. That's what I say we do.
All right, let's do that. It'd be a great Christmas gift.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks, Jessica, for all
thank
your
you,
hard
Greg.
work and the
I
Alliance and
appreciate
what
it.
you've done for
Thank
this
you.
year and the success, I'm sure, of what this program will be. And thank you for watching.